Good morning, beautiful souls. How are we all doing? So, today I want to talk to you about how we can really do strategy work in a 5D way. So, as many of you know, I have been teaching 5D business model for a very, very long time now. And, in a 5D way, we do things differently. This is where strategy meets the channeled wisdom, your intuition, your guidance. So today I want to give you like few pointers as to what strategically you should be doing to be attracting clients into your offers, but also how you bring the 5D into the mix. So I'll give you an example of what I just did. I just did with in my business, show you behind the scenes how it works as well. So, when you have an offer and you want to bring clients into your offer, you really need to think about where you are in your business journey. So, especially if you have a low investment offer. So, I'm going to be talking about low investment offers because that's exactly what I'm promoting right now. And as many of you know, Meant for More program, it's now open to the masses. It's a group program that is of very, very low investment. It's £150 per month, and the investment doesn't reflect the value, it doesn't reflect the support. And that's why it's so special, so magical, because for £150, not only you getting the full 23 weeks worth of strategy work, energetic work, and it's all channeled wisdom from 5D consciousness, abundance consciousness, and the Pleiadians. But it also talks about strategy. It's really where energetics, where 5D wisdom meets strategic mastery, that's also channeled and guided, but it's also rooted in social media, so you can actually create global impact, right? So not only you're getting that, you're getting 2 weekly calls with me. One call is to do with energetics, where we heal, where we embody your next level self. The second call is all to do with strategy, actually building your business from scratch. Every week we're building your business to the point where you have fully functioning spiritual business, where you're attracting clients with ease and flow. And by the 23 weeks, the aim is for you to create anything between 10 to 60K months. Okay. So, but today's is not about me selling the program. It's about me showing you behind the scenes how I've decided like what strategy to use. And I want to give you some advice as well. So when it comes to low ticket items, right? When you have an offer, when it's quite, low on the investment, it really depends how you want to launch, right? Remember, you need to feel aligned with everything you do in your business. So when it comes to low investment offers, you don't actually create a launch only if you already have an audience and your audience is engaged, it's warm, they know you, you have good relationship with them. So if your Facebook group or your email list, if you know they know you, they know who you are. So this is mainly for more established businesses, then you don't actually have to do a launch. All you need to do is use content marketing, and why I call it channeled content marketing with business and strategic touches to get people interested, right? So that's what I've been doing. And I launched this program Meant for More on Friday, just last Friday, and within 24 hours we had sales, money in sales for about £9,000, right? So it's quick. People were looking for it, people were waiting for it, people saw it, people bought, right? Like it's quick. But today I woke up and I thought, you know what? I feel like doing something more. So I want to give people some more advice and knowledge about how to do business in a 5D way. And I think because it's such a revolutionary wisdom, it doesn't exist anywhere else. That's my purpose, is to really roll it out to everybody. I do want to teach about it. I do want to spread more knowledge so people know how different, oh my God, it's so different, how different it is from your traditional marketing. Like what we know of business now, it's completely the opposite, right? And how actually we can do it practically, not only, theoretically, but also practically. So today I woke up thinking, I do want to talk about it. I want to teach people about it. But I didn't feel like doing a full-blown out launch for like a month. I was like, no, 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 that feels just too long. I don't need it. I want to do something quick. So when you feel like your audience, it's kind of warm, you have audience to sell to, or even, it is a low investment offer. So even if you don't have audience, you can actually create like a short training. So what I'm going for is I want to create like a masterclass, maybe 90 minutes to 2 hour long, where I'll be teaching you. Oh, spoiler alert. Okay, so this is massive spoiler alert. Okay, so nobody knows I'm going to be doing this. So next week, yeah, I'll be actually teaching you my model step by step. It's a 6 pillar or 6 step model, where I'll be teaching you in each step what we're doing in order to build a successful spiritual healing soul-led business that will take you from 0 to 6 figure year in your first year. But again, doing it in a 5D way, right? So that's what I really want to do. So if you have a low ticket offer, you can do something similar, right? Like you can just do a teaching or training about your modality, your teachings, how are you different, who you are, and that will like absolutely help you to bring more people into your community, or even when you're starting a community, to bring any people into your community. When I do this with my clients, they go from having no business Facebook group or like no followers to 300 to 500 people in a space of few weeks, right? So strategy is very, very important, but also you need to back it energetically as well. So yeah, so it can be like a really short launch. You don't have to prepare for it massively. You don't have to do like days and days and days worth of training if it's a low ticket item. Okay. So that's what I did today. I thought to myself, I want to do something like that. So what do? I check in with my guide. So I first had a nudge like, I want to do something different. I don't want to just use content. I want to do something more. But first, I already have strategic knowledge. I already know, what I need to do to get people to buy my product. I've studied it. I know everything about social media. I know there are different types of strategy for different level offers. I know there are different strategies for different things. So I already have that knowledge. So the first thing, and when I work with clients, they don't normally know the strategy. They have no knowledge of strategy. They don't know what strategies are out there to attract clients to what offers. They have no idea that there are different launches strategies for different level offers. So, I think it's very, very crucial to know how social media works and what steps you need to follow to attract people into your groups, so that people who are aligned, your soul aligned clients, you have access to those people, right? So it's very, very important. But what we do with that information next is we just utilize. We know this is the knowledge, so we know there are different strategies, but what do I do? How do I know which one to pick, which one will be aligned with me, and how to go about it within that business strategy? What am I going to do? So the first thing I did today was to meditate. And I asked my guides to step forward. As you know, I work with 5D consciousness, abundance consciousness, and the Pleiadians. So I asked them, and I was channeling. I said, what is the best approach for me moving forward to make sure my program succeeds, my launch succeeds. And they were very clear, lead from your heart, which is normally how I lead anyway. And I was like, how can I connect to my soul aligned clients in a way that's right for me? They said, send friend requests to people who you feel drawn to start conversations, and that's a very different strategy to what I normally used to do. Like last year in my business, I would only just post, if I had something free coming up, I would just post in Facebook groups, where you could advertise, that was okay to do. And just like, hey, this is my freebie, do you want it? And I'll get like hundreds and hundreds of people saying yes. But this time it doesn't feel right. This feels like very like robotic to me. Now what I really crave is genuine connections with people. So that's why this when the wisdom came, I was like, that feels so right. Like I want to talk to people. I want to see where they are on their journey. I want to make sure that they know their power. They know they can create beautiful business that creates impact. So I was like, yeah, feels right. Of course, the next thing they said was to be present, be visible, lead like a queen, with emotional intelligence. They were like, you're very good strategically. You're a visionary. You have beautiful vision, but like, don't forget about your heart, because it's your heart that's beautiful, and it's your heart that will actually draw people in, like through your energy. So it's like, that's brilliant. I like yeah, I love that. And so obviously I need to still be posting in Facebook groups to talk to people about, my freebie, and obviously content, right? But and then I asked Taro. I do tarot and I ask, is the masterclass what I want to do? Is this aligned way for me to move forward? Will it be successful? Or is it just a waste of time to just stick to just content? And in tarot, it came very, very strongly, do the masterclass, do the masterclass. So it's like brilliant. So, that feels aligned. And then my next question was, how long should I be promoting the masterclass for? And in tarot, it said 10 to 14 days, which is crazy because I thought about 7 days and that didn't feel right. I was like, no, this is too short. But I was like, but I don't want to do it for 1 month either. That's too long. And I don't know why in my head I just had to, like, either 7 days or 1 month. And they were like, you can do it between 10 to 14 days. And I was like, oh my God, 10 days. Like, that's it. I'm in. Let's do this. So you can see that when you already know strategy, which is just knowledge that you need to acquire, then you can really use your own intuition, your own guidance, tarot, whatever you need to do to give you very, very specific action steps and practical steps that now I know I've got clarity. I'm sitting here. I was inspired to obviously create this video first for you, but I'm like, boom, boom, boom. I'm going to do landing page. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Let's go. I'm excited for it. And so this is how I work with my clients. And of course, typically when I work with my clients, they create something so new, like new revolutionary wisdom and teachings, modalities. They create their own new offers and programs that obviously don't exist anywhere else. That's what makes them stand out and be the industry leaders. So obviously for my clients who go through that journey, they need about 1 month to launch the program because they're so new to the market. They don't have any following. And because they're doing something so new, they need to, and they don't have any people in the community, they do need to spend a little bit more time educating people about who they are, what they do, what is their approach, why is their approach so beautiful and powerful, how is that approach different from anything else out there, and why it works. So it might take you, you know, a bit longer to educate people, but it only ever takes a month, and there are different freebies as well. So, obviously when you join my program, I'll be teaching you about different types of freebies, what feels right. But then within that, we channel information for you. It's similar to what I've showed you today behind the scenes, how it works. And I literally spent 30 minutes channeling, getting clarity on what I wanted to do. Just double, I already knew what I wanted to do, but it's nice to get that clarification, that guidance, being like, just to give you an extra push and give you that boost of confidence that I know this is the right thing for me. And that's what I do with my clients. We first, figure out, well, first when we do the strategic mastery call with people, we actually, I take you to meditative state where you meet your soul, you meet your guides, and you ask them, is it the right offer for me? They'll tell you what's missing in the offer. What do I need to do to be more aligned? How do I need to roll it out? What strategy is right? And they tell you. And like what they told me today, send friend requests, talk to people, and then I can give you strategy behind it to help you implement it in a real world, in a way that actually works. So that's why we combine the 5D knowledge, 5D wisdom, your guidance, your intuition with actually strategic mastery. So like this is so powerful. Okay, so for those of you who want to join my masterclass, which is going to be happening next week, probably 18th, I think I figured out, but I'm going to like confirm the dates later. If you want to join the free masterclass, where I'll be teaching you my 5D business model of, like, step by step what you need to do to create a beautiful solid business that is like massively successful, where you create profound impact, abundant success, and lasting wealth. Then you need to comment masterclass below. And for those of you who want to find out more about Meant for More program, which is very low level investment right now, but such high level value and support, currently it's 70% off. I don't know how long I'm going to keep it that way, because it's such like crazy offer. But it will definitely I'll never do it again. Like, this is crazy. I just want to do once off. I just feel like helping people at like, wider, having wider reach, helping people on a bigger scale. So if you want to find out more about that, comment meant for more. So either masterclass, meant for more, or if you want both, comment both. And I'll send you all the details. Hopefully this has helped you and this showed you how differently you can work in business. It doesn't always have to be, very masculine, very, okay, this is strategy, this is what I need to do. No, it can be both. It can be very flowy, it can be intuitive, it can be beautiful, talking, being in different realms, getting those information and actually getting a strategy that feels so light and aligned and like it fires you up and it's going to succeed because they are backing you as well. So you really massively boost your confidence. Okay, so if you want more information, comment below and I'll send you all the details. I'll see you soon, beautiful souls. Take care of yourself and have a beautiful day. Love you all. Bye.